Hello and welcome to the 50th episode of the Generation Gap podcast. I'm Lunchbox.
And I'm Gleek, and this is probably 49 episodes too many. So yeah, man, 50 episodes.
Jesus.
Fuck. I honestly never thought we'd get this far. I really didn't.
That we would just like leave it to the side and do something else with.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I figured we could do good, do a good show and all that, but I don't know. I got thinking like 10 episodes in and we're going to be like flooded with fucking emails telling us we suck and you know what I mean?
Always the positive one.
Yeah, I am. I was fucking positive. People were going to say, y'all suck goats. Get the fuck off my radio.
What a bunch. Were you afraid that they were going to call us hack frauds? I mean, we already called ourselves that.
It's just acknowledgement of fact, dude. No, I was just, there's that little mouse inside your head that always talks shit to you. No matter what you're doing, you're going to fuck it up. You're going to break it.
I think mine died on the wheel a long time ago. I was just like, fuck it, I'm out. It probably of diabetes. It probably lost its like little rat feet and was just like
his little Wilford Brimley
mustache.
Yeah.
He had to ride around up in the Norons on one of those scooters, and just eventually doctor had to take too much of his leg and ended up becoming gangrenous. And
it's the mouse on the the mouse in the motorcycle? It's the mouse in his power chair.
Yeah. Just going through and be like, the Diet Coke is still bad for you, Mr. Wilford Brimley Mouse. He's like, my diabetes. And you're just like,
diabetes.
All right, you're doing this to yourself, man. I can't stop you from shoveling that birthday cake in your face with your bare hands.
Birthday cake. Dude, I think one of the most awesome things in the world, I saw this the other day, was supposed to be a birthday cake blizzard. That just sounds awesome. It'd be disgusting, like, especially if it was blue.
Well, I think I've had the birthday cake blizzard before.
Have you?
Or like some kind of like birthday cake shake or ice cream. I've definitely had the ice cream.
Yeah, well, I just heard of this the other day, and it just, man, it was just part of me was like, that sounds so fucking awful, but it's so fucking good.
It is pretty good. Like, they do the cubes of cake in there, and they're frozen before they're put in, so they're not all like moist and goopy.
I just had this image of somebody like taking a cake that, like somebody dropped in the fucking floor, and they're like, fuck it, sell it to the goddamn fat guys. They'll eat it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and cube this up.
Yeah.
Freeze it. And
not even. They just throw it in a fucking blender and just puree it and pour it into the fucking blizzard.
Oh, God. What I want to know is like do they like, legitimately use frosting in these cakes?
I don't know.
Because frosting just tastes like frosting, which essentially just tastes like sugar.
Yeah, sugar and oil.
When you just boil it all down, it just tastes like fucking sugar.
Yeah.
And so you're just adding sugar to like if you had a birthday frosting blizzard or just a frosting blizzard, it would be like you'd have like chocolate and then just sugar. There would be like no vanilla. It'd just be
yeah.
God.
I'm willing to bet, though. I bet you somewhere, if you, like, followed the fucking chain, figure out where do they get the birthday cake. I bet you it's a bakery that these are the duds. I fucking bet money, dude. I bet you money.
Well,
I mean, it makes sense. If you was making shit and, like, hey, these are still good, but we can't sell it.
I would think more along the lines of they probably contracted someone out to do it.
Yeah.
I think that's how it happens with most of these things that even have a limited run.
Yeah.
They contracted out someone to do it, but yet again, like, quality wasn't the look of it probably wasn't the biggest thing. That's
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The B and C grade. You know?
It's
like that pretzel company.
The messed up chunks. Oh yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. What's the name of that pretzel company? They sell the broken pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like oops all berries. But goddamn you, Captain Crunch, you lying. You did that shit on purpose.
Damn, I want me some Captain Crunch. You had to bring that shit up, didn't you? I want me some fucking peanut butter Captain Crunch, dude.
I did something this morning that was a little bit weird, but I took making oatmeal, and I was like, fuck it, and spooned a thing of peanut butter in it, and then
really?
and then poured honey in it while I was cooking. Like, it all, the the peanut butter liquefied pretty much,
Yeah.
and then rebonded everything. So I had peanut butter honey oatmeal, which was
So you made cake batter.
yeah, kind of
Yeah, like that oatmeal cookie shit.
yeah, and just ate that.
Fucking awesome, dude. I'd never thought of doing that. Putting peanut butter in the fucking oatmeal.
Dude, I was fucking hungry this morning. I was like, fuck everything.
Necessity is the mother of invention.
Yeah, I was like, fuck everything. I don't feel like cooking on a pan. I was like, I really don't feel like cooking at all.
Yeah.
But fuck it.
Exactly. I just haven't become so lazy I'm not going to boil fucking water.
Yeah. Yeah, I almost made ramen. That was like my other option. I was like, do I want to make ramen or do I want to make oats and like experiment a little bit?
I've had ramen for breakfast.
Oh yeah, I have too a couple days last week.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, well, it's mostly me being like, I have meat in a can and I want wheat to go with this. And
I was a kid one time and I remember getting the Cheerios and poured me a bowl of Cheerios, reached in the refrigerator, and it wasn't no goddamn milk. I'm like, son of a bitch. And I got thinking, there's powdered milk in the cabinet. I don't want that on my fucking cereal. That's for cooking. It tastes like shit when you just drink it.
ugh.
Yeah. And I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, man, I'm like 11, 12. And it just occurred to me, we got fucking ice cream. My old man come in. Dude, I took a big old huge scoop of ice cream, like fucking strawberry ice cream. Dropped it right on my fucking Cheerios and was just munching it up. And my father come in, looked down at it, and he's like, well, fuck it. It's got milk in it. Yeah. Dude, you could see it in his face for a second, that moment of, should I, bitch?
like, why are you eating ice cream for breakfast? Dude, I think I have had cake for breakfast. What the fuck am I talking about?
Dude, one time I wanted milk in my fucking coffee, and there wasn't no fucking milk. And I took a dollop of fucking vanilla ice cream. It stuck it in there. I was like, fuck it, I gotta have something to cut the acid, man. Why the hell is it we end up doing these shows and just fucking make ourselves hungry?
I don't know, dude. I don't know what the fucking point of it is. Like, welcome to the food cast?
Yeah.
Let's move off the food topic.
Yeah.
Jesus
getting
Christ.
beyond that.
So I went and saw the Warcraft movie.
Yeah. And?
I jizzed multiple times.
Did you now?
But there was some corny parts.
No, not fucking in the Warcraft.
Not
movie.
in the Warcraft universe.
No.
Oh no! But it was after they got the established characters down. Like there's a way to introduce a character's name without just shoehorning it in.
Yeah.
They did not find that fine art.
Did they pull a Cheers? Where they introduce the character by, like Norm walks in and everybody goes, Norm!
Almost. It was more of, and meet the former apprentice of the Guardian. He is Khadgar, and everyone's like, okay. Now meet the Guardian himself, Medivh. And you're like,
oh my god, were they introducing the fucking Power Rangers or something?
okay. I would trust you with Stormwind, Vary, and Ren, and I'm like, oh god, fucking just stop. Just stop already. I know who these people are.
They needed name tags that said, hello, my name is...
Just like the orcs just come in on the dark portal. There's like, my name is Ogrim Doomhammer, as you can see. And like, that dude in the background for a half a second was Kilrog Deadeye. That other dude that was in the background for a half a second was... Grommash Hellscream, and you're a giant fat nerd for fucking knowing that and just seeing him on the screen for a split second. What are you, fucking retarded?
So what was like all these fucking nerds in the audience just beating off and squealing like little girls? And...
No, just me. Just me. I'm like, holy shit, that's Grommash Hellscream, but that's like, who? I'm like,
roll with it.
Names of things that are on people.
Oh, Lord.
But the story it was exactly to the lore.
Really?
Which I'm like, there were some very pivotal moments in the movie where I was like, please don't change the next thing. Please don't change the next thing. Please go along this path.
Yeah.
Like, I was pleasantly surprised when they did go along the right path.
Yeah.
Because if they went the other way, I was like, that would be just corny as shit. It wouldn't make any goddamn sense. Please don't fucking change it.
Yeah.
But they went back to the original suggested lore with one of the main characters, Garona half-orcan, instead of her being half-orc, half-Draenei, which is what they've changed it here to recently. She's half-orc, half-human.
Why would they even change something like that?
Well, in the original lore, it didn't make sense because Medivh wasn't around at the time of, I guess, Garona's birth, or was much older than her. But to make everything consistent in the Warcraft universe, they changed that before they even made this movie. And so the movie went along with the original one. The way it changed for the Warcraft, the World of Warcraft universe was Garona was half orc, half Draenei, and she came through on the Dark Portal with everyone else as a slave of Gul'dan. And then her and Medivh had a baby, which was half human and then quarter orc, quarter Draenei, and supposed to be like this prophecy from like 3 worlds.
Yeah,
would come like the most powerful guardian there was, or some shit. And the Warcraft movie was like, we're just gonna go back the old way and not this other more streamlined fucking way where everything makes sense. And it's one of those few times where a retcon does a whole lot more good than what the original did.
So they end up like walking halfway across the fucking world and throw a ring in a fucking big volcano.
No. But there was plenty of Griffin writing.
I'm sure.
Plenty of Griffin writing, which I was so happy they showed the dwarves at like the very beginning of the movie. This is gonna be spoiler territory from now on. Fuck it.
I tried to watch like 5 minutes of that because the shit got leaked like a week in advance, and I was like, I'll look at it for a minute, and got hit full in the face with a fucking shit copy.
Ugh.
And I was like, I can't do this. I can't do it.
Well, the dwarves.
Well, I mean, the story on top of just shit copy.
Yeah.
Was just too much. No. I won't know what the fuck's happening any damn way. I got to at least be able to see the damn thing.
Yeah, it's not like you're going to the movie theater for blind people where they just play the sound.
Yeah. Isn't that called a radio?
Old-timey radio? Nah. It's movie theater for blind people. It's just a giant... What they did is they get the speaker systems. See, I don't know if this shit exists. It would be funny as hell if it did. And like, we find it out later. A movie theater for blind people, they all just sit there and like all facing whatever way, and then they just...
You know those pen games that you put your hand in and it makes the shape of your hand? Just shit like this slides out of the fucking wall and all the blind people crawl up to it just feeling. Wow, the orc shoulder pads are huge in this movie. What's happening in your part of the movie, man?
Oh my fucking lord, it's just all like felt covered.
One dude's going around just feeling it with one hand because his other hand's in his pants going, get to the sex scene. Oh shit, it's all dicks. No.
Where's the boob? All I keep feeling is noses. Am I up too far, guys?
Pan down, you sons of bitches.
I don't know. This is the tip of someone's nose or an erect nipple.
Tweak it, hell, fuck it.
Oh shit.
It's all good.
But the very beginning of the movie, they showed the dwarves, which absolutely made me nerd jizz my pants. And the dwarves in the World of Warcraft universe in here were also the creators of the guns. And so during this timeline, that's when the dwarves finally built their first blunderbusses. And it was used later on in the film to kind of change the way that War Chief Blackhand lost his hand. Because he went to grab like the end of a fucking blunderbuss and then shot it off because he didn't know what it was. Yeah. Shot it off and they actually showed like the crippled, fucking messed up orc hand, which was fucking awesome. All of the fighting scenes, like even the ambushes, the small ambushes the orcs did on the humans, it felt epic. I mean, fucking Blackhand throwing a horse at a guy, at a couple of guys.
I've seen that in the trailer.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
But the scale of it was even bigger than what it is in the game. And they made things look a whole lot more like deep than they ever could in the video game. I guess just due to space alone.
Yeah. I always hope that the movie is going to be better than the video game because the video game is pretty fucking cartoony.
Oh, yeah. it the orcs still feel like the orcs in the game.
Mm-hmm.
They look a lot like the original, like Warcraft 2, 1, 2, and 3 orcs, where it's like the big red shoulder pads with the spikes.
So
on
they
and stuff.
didn't tune that shit down a little, or
Oh no, like
the overdone armor and shit.
It's very ornate. The humans' armor is very ornate. The orcs is very rough.
Mm-hmm.
They really did tone it down, but the scale of just the orcs,
Mm-hmm.
just their size, makes everything look huge anyway.
Yeah.
On them, and then the effects are kind of like those overly done CGI. Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of the more like sweeping scenes of like buildings and stuff. And like I realize they use practical effects for some of it, but can't for all of it.
Oh yeah.
I think the sweeping scenes where they show the buildings won't hold up as well as what the orcs look like.
Really?
That part of the film will stay looking just as good because I think all the motion capture they did, but it seems like they just lack the detail on like the major cities and stuff.
So you don't think the movie's going to age well, or?
Well, I don't think that certain parts of it will.
Okay.
The ones with the scenes with the orcs and that CGI, that will age really well. But yeah, big sweeping cities, landscape scenes, and just
Just bad, huh?
not bad, but you can kind of tell that.
Gotcha.
Not the most CGI department, or not all the CGI people were working on that part. They're all doing the orcs and all the magic spells and all that shit.
Somebody called in sick somewhere during that production.
Yeah. It was more I think they put like way more people on one side than they did the other, and so that one, like the quality definitely has its big difference. The ending sequence, and they didn't explain like any backstory to like too many of these things. It was very focused just on the first war. They didn't even show the end of the first war.
Of course not. They want you to come back for the next movie.
Yeah, where you get to see the end of the first war at the beginning of the second movie, which is, I guess, a very, God damn it, Star Wars Episode 7 way of going about it, Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. So they ended on a downer?
Kind of on a downer. But they're going to begin the next movie with an even bigger downer at the very beginning, which isn't to the scale of... It's not really a downer at the beginning of the first film, but it's like the impending doom.
Gotcha.
And the impending doom isn't going to pay off at the beginning of the fucking second film. And so, like, as a lore nerd, I'm there in the theater, I'm like, are they going to show the burning of Stormwind? Are they going to show the burning of Stormwind? And I'm like chewing my fingers, like to the second knuckle. I'm like, please show the burning of Stormwind. Fucking burn it, Pookie. Burn it down.
Yeah.
They don't ever give me it. And they give me the big epic fight scene at the Dark Portal, where Medivh's half of the spell is starting to go through. Portal's opening up. The rest of the horde is charging through. Medivh gets crushed by a fell infected infernal, which is, I'm fucking glad they had that shit in there.
Okay, explain what the fuck you just said, because you just threw consonants and verbs and
not real
letters
words
at me.
The infernals in the world of Warcraft are
demons?
Yeah, rock golem demons.
Rock golem demons.
Yeah, they're infected by fell magic, which fell magic is pretty much just death magic. It's what warlocks use.
Okay, gotcha. Necromancy shit.
Kind of. Necromancy shit in the Warcraft universe is more associated with the plague than it is the Burning Legion.
Okay.
But the plague came about because of the Burning Legion, one fucking second attempt to try to take over the planet. But the fell magic infects this clay golem that the Guardian Medivh had been building at the beginning of the movie. And it's like the side fight scene to the big war that's going on in front of the Dark Portal. And it's a cool as shit part because the guy is riding on his shoulders at one point. He's got the clay cutting wire pretty much in its mouth, like across its cheeks.
Yeah.
Thing backs up into a wall of this huge giant wizard's tower. Wall starts coming away, and he leans back out of it. But he's got all of his weight on that cutting tool. Slices the top of the thing's head off, and so it's blind now.
Just gives it a flip top head.
It gives it a flip top head, and it's going like around smashing up this fucking building, and finally like lands on the Guardian Medivh. And Khadgar is there, and he falls into the pool of fell magic that's in the middle of this room, and he's reversing it. And when he finally reverses it through Medivh and purifies him before he dies, he chants a way for the human troops to be able to go to Stormwind through the Dark Portal, where all the major fight scenes is happening. And I'm like, okay, this is the orcs' chance. They're going to go to the portal and get to Stormwind instantly and burn the fucker down. They didn't fucking give it to me. They didn't just fucking give it to me.
They want you in there, pay for it again, go to another fucking movie,
and then
buy yet another bucket of popcorn.
They know I will.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, I would have gone to the second one if they would have shown the burning of Stormwind or not in the first.
It's like the goddamn Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
We can bitch, we can moan, we can fucking complain all we want, but we know we're going to go put our fucking money down on the goddamn counter and say, yeah, fuck me again. I'm going. We're going to do it. You know we're going to fucking do it.
Well, I liked the last Star Wars film. So
we're not getting into that. Just beyond the fact that you're going to keep paying it. You can be. I thoroughly believe that you can be
done with a certain like section of product from a thing you like, and like have a love-hate relationship with like.
Well, it's like I'm never paying to see another Star Trek movie. I can tell you that.
It's like I'm probably never going to buy another shirt from fucking Jinx because both of the fucking Warcraft t-shirts that I bought before this one were of a shit quality.
Yeah.
And I would love to give like Warcraft more fucking money than they already take out of my ass now.
Yeah, fuck me once, shame on me. Fuck me twice, shame on you.
Fuck me repeatedly, shame.
And I'm gonna call you George Lucas.
Yeah, I'll call you fucking Blizz, and you're gonna take another $15 out of my wallet this month. Fucking bastards won't give anyone what they want. The goddamn old school servers. No, you give us the movie that shows all the original shit, but you won't give us the original shit. Come on! Come on! What's the matter with you, Blizz?
We're going to start playing this fucking game through like Tor or something.
Oh, my lord.
Yeah.
I remember it took like 2 years extra for them to release the second expansion. So in Russia. So Russians got another 2 years worth of the game that everyone would give their left testicle for, and we all thought that Russia was a laughingstock back then. We were like, how behind the times are you? You don't have Burning Legion, you fuckfaces.
Yeah.
And now we're jealous of those extra 2 years they got.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
Well, what can you do? You can't go back in time, you know?
No, you can't go back in time, and you can't ever recreate that first initial MMO experience.
Exactly.
Especially after being jaded from 11 years of gameplay. I felt like...
You'll never get as high as the first time.
Yeah. I felt, though, that the movie really did do the world, like, a great justice. Except for, like, one, like, nitpick of mine, which it doesn't really matter in the first film. Dalaran, the city of the mages, was floating already. Okay. And it doesn't float until the third game when the undead start to attack it. Like, all the mages, like, pool their power together and fucking lift the city out of the ground.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but they already made it start to fly in the first film, and I'm just like, come on, guys.
You're just making me miss Forgotten Realms, dude. The nation of Halrua.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is just one, like, little city, you know?
Yeah.
An entire nation.
Well, there, remember, it was the whole desert of Anurok. That was their world, and they got cursed, and like the land started to turn into fucking dust, you know, pretty much the desert. And then they all said, fuck it, packed up, moved to this region called Halrua, and yeah, and it was like a thing, you did not fuck with the Hal ruins. Just they weren't moving another fucking step.
Yeah.
I think it was the race called the Shar is what fucked them up. Was like this weird. It looked like the creature from Aliens with like 2 fucking heads. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Aren't those things like nightmare fuel enough? They don't need another head.
They really are, and they come up out of the fucking ground.
No, thank you.
Yeah, but the shit like that would make a good film, you know? I can see why you tell me you like this, you know, that part of the movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of shit I want to see with Forgotten Realms.
Yeah. Even though, like, I have that nitpick, I don't think the CGI on those cities will last very long, but I did like them. It did do, you know, a lot of justice of what they're showing, and they made Stormwind, the sweeping shots of Stormwind look absolutely fucking huge.
Yeah.
Like, way much more bigger than what they ever could in the video game.
Mm-hmm. Because you literally can't render this far on your fucking laptop.
Well, no. Well,
what was it like in Minecraft? You know, my shit tends to gag on like more than 8 blocks.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I have to set. You know, I can look pretty far, but there's a certain limit. Beyond that, shit starts staggering and fucking up on me.
They showed like how mountainous it actually was around both sides of the Elwyn Forest, and it recreated that with like the depth of the city, whatever you call it, because they overlooked the Dwarven district, and I almost fucking nerded out. I was like, oh look, it's the Dwarven district, but I stopped myself at that point. Oh, it's the Cathedral of Light. Shut up. Stop it. Fuck. I just wanted to go through and just like call out all the references in the middle of the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's a Murloc. Oh, look, they use the same bobber as they do in the video game.
So I'm saying I would do the same thing in a Forgotten Realms movie. You know, like if they showed fucking Waterdeep, I would just nut right there on the fucking spot, you know? Oh my god, it's a dock ward. Oh.
Lord. Hey, look, it's the actual griffin roost at the storm in Stormwind where you go to the flight path at. And they showed the ramps in the right spot. Hey, look, it's the Gilded Rose. Like, people were like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
I'm trying to watch a movie. Is this a sightseeing tour from you? I'm like, holy shit, it's the Red Ridge Mountains. All right, enough.
Same thing if they just suddenly, you know, it pops up on the screen and it says Shadowdale. You know, talking about Forgotten Realms. Yeah.
But I thought that Warcraft was going to do that shit too, where they would put the names of locations at the bottom of the place. Mm-hmm. They did twice, one for Stormwind and then one for I think Karazhan. I think they also did it for Dalaran too. Mm-hmm. But I thought that was really cheesy.
Yeah.
You didn't have to fucking do that. It's not like a spy movie where it's like Paris, France.
Yeah.
9:52 a.m.
Yeah.
The Louvre.
Or the best spy movie ever, Spies Like Us with Dan Aykroyd. Dude, that movie actually holds up. To be so fucking dated in the 80s, that movie holds up. Good shit.
Like, besides that,
yeah,
which I really enjoyed. If you get a chance, go see the Warcraft movie.
Yeah.
Give Blizzard even more of your fucking money.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I was going to watch a downloaded copy, but it sucked too hard.
But I don't know if it was just my love of that lore that made me really enjoy it, but it probably makes me even more biased than what the normal movie reviewer that never even touched the product.
That's what I'm saying. With me, I could sit and watch a movie, and they could make a documentary style and just call it Volo's Guide to the Sword Coast. And I would sit and watch like a 6-hour fucking miniseries.
Fuck me, dude.
I would. I know I would.
Yeah, they could probably do the same thing with WoW too. Like to tell you the simplistic content that I have watched of WoW. There is a series that Jesse Cox did when he first made his channel, which is basically it's like square cutout photos of the characters on a plain, like it looks like parchment background, and he like lists different parts of it underneath them. Of course, like there's some effects of him like moving the pictures in and out of frame, and like adding the text and all, but it's very fucking simple, and all it is lore. And I sit there on my phone, and I watch this entire 30-part series.
Like
in,
you sit there
2 days.
playing with color forms.
Yeah, like he's just sliding a card out, but digitally. And,
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The old vinyl color forms of Marvel superheroes.
Yeah. But it's 2 different things, and it shows locations and shit. And I'm like, stop it, God damn! Why is it so interesting? Stop it. But normal shit, I can give a fuck about.
Yeah.
It's oh, you can learn how to speak a second language. Oh!
Yeah, that would be fine. That would be great.
But I would much rather fill my brain with which orc is which.
Yeah, plastic crap.
Yeah. Just fill my brain with more plastic crap. It'll all be good. But,
yes, I'd like to know about all the inns and taverns of Daggerford. Yes, sir. Yes. All those Volo guides. Yeah.
Speaking of second languages, though, as I was leaving the theater, a pack of these sweaty nerds who all have beards that look like shit, like the patchy ones, not like my magnificent mane that I have going on here. The patchy, unkempt, Cheeto encrusted neck beards.
Yeah,
there was a pack of them
that are so crusty with Mountain Dew, and I
could smell the
Mountain Dew and shame.
the Mountain Dew and pizza Hot Pocket filling aroma coming off of them as they scuttled their way into the theater in a Zoidberg-like crab pack.
Avoiding all eye contact.
No, making the most awkward eye contact, because apparently we were in their realm. I don't know. I just play a fucking panda. That's what I do. I just play a panda. I play multiple pandas.
That would have been you sitting there in the theater with a big old, instead of a bucket of popcorn, you just got a huge bucket of fucking ramen.
A big bucket of ramen. Sit on the floor, and just fucking. It's oh, I have noodle dream.
That's right.
Oh, would you like a cart? I get double food buff. This is great. I cannot cast that. But it'd be sitting there, and they yelled out after the movie. I was in the hall next to the fucking trash bins at the very exit of the theater.
Yeah.
And from the inside, I heard this gelatinous pack of nerd yell out Loktar Ogar, which in Orcish is victory or death. Just scream it in the middle of the fucking theater as they were leaving, and a side of me was cringed, and then the side of me was proud of their little noobish asses. Just proud of them. I was oh, I remember when shit like that used to affect me.
Well, I just had the urge to want to scream, "Go get laid, you fucking loser!"
I even think that would be impossible at their circumstances of fedora culture.
No. Depends how much gold they could exchange in the game to get some chick to show up.
Oh my lord.
You know it's happened.
Probably.
I bet you there's been chicks fucking suck dick for gold.
I bet there has. Oh my god. I can get into really shitty people on Warcraft stories who I've met. Because that would tie in perfectly to this guy who used to be in my brother's guild. I don't remember his fucking name. But his entire...
We should call him Moo Moo the Law Cow.
I think we should call him a weird old dude that played a night elf female.
Gotcha.
This is back when I played Alliance, back when I was dumb. I didn't realize that you could just beat the game if you're on the Horde.
Yeah.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But this guy, his main goal in the game was to make as much gold as possible, which whatever, you do you, I'm going to go and raid so I can do bigger numbers, so I can get gear that makes me do bigger numbers, so I get more gear that makes me do bigger numbers.
Yeah.
That's the point of the game.
Monty hauling the shit out of it.
Yeah. But this guy met this girl over Warcraft. and he was in his early 50s, and she was in her 20s. I ain't saying she a gold digger, but I'm gonna be saying she's a gold digger.
Yeah, somebody was a sugar plus a daddy.
Somebody was very much so a sugar daddy, to the point to where he thought that everyone telling him that she was just in it for the money was jealous of his relationship.
Yeah.
Which I was probably 16, 17 at the time, and just thought it was like weird all the way around.
Hell, I can see it now. You're thinking, my ass is young and I can see through this shit.
This even smells a little fishy to me, and I'm naive as fuck.
Yeah.
But she eventually left him, and he was at like $7,000 to like $9,000 worth of money.
That's all she took from him? She was a cheap gold digger, dude.
Yeah, but like she got him to like buy her a new like desktop computer and like all kinds of like nice shit, and like make her car payment for a couple months. Yeah, like just shitty people that you meet on Warcraft, and like that dude like got to the point to where I didn't like talk to him anymore. He was just fucking strange. He was fucking out there.
Well, it's like that fucking girl we know met her fucking husband and told me the story that she met him in a fucking furry hug room. Bitch sit on my couch, introducing me to her new guy. And she's, oh yeah, we met online. I was like, really? Yeah, we was in a furry hug room. And the first thing I did, I looked him straight in the fucking eyes and said, "Yiff in hell," and turned around and walked the fuck off. No shit. That actually happened. So yeah, the world's full of fucked up people, boy.
I don't think... shit. No, dude, I don't have like any experience of like... I guess I stayed away from furries for the most part.
Well, yeah. I mean, this is where I suddenly realized to her, like, holy shit, your anime obsession all them years went a little too fucking far, you know?
Like, I have a little bit of weeb in me, but watching Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, at this point, I don't think really counts. Yeah. It's when you get to the people that are like, oh yeah, I like to watch this one. It's about 14-year-old high school girls that turn into half-dressed staff or cane wielding angels that beat up dark figures, and I'm just like, shut the fuck up, faggot.
Drive tanks around. And...
Shut up, faggot. Just like that's you gotta look at him like, shut up, you fucking stupid faggot weeb. What the fuck is going on? What is your life right now?
Yeah.
Like, I would much rather just sit at home, get high all day, and, like, not communicate with anyone or anything, and then when I go out of my house, when I stop being such a reclusive fat fuck, I can still look at you and be like, what are you going to do, you faggot? Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah. Could you imagine being... all
right.
I couldn't imagine being one of them people whose life has become so fucking.
Imagine you were in Quantum Leap, and one day you suddenly leap in the body of a gigantic weeb that has like the wallpaper of like all the different anime girls. You know the ones I'm talking about. Yeah. And like all the little figurines and shit.
And the fucking body pillow laying on the bed.
Yeah. And then like you look at your mouse pad and it's the one with tits on it, like for the rester on your hand. And
there's a fucking Sailor Moon fucking outfit hanging off the fucking closet door.
You have stickers on your desk that are just scratch and sniff Hello Kitty.
I feel like the time that
you eat primarily Pocky, cup ramen,
and Pretz. Every time you're like, and then your mom and dad, or your dad's out of the picture. Yeah, there ain't no dad.
Ain't no fucking dad. Mom comes. Every time mom comes into the room to ask you like what you want to go out to dinner and eat, you always say sushi or hibachi or some shit. And then, like, the one day when you quantum leap into that body, you're like, I don't know, let's go get Burger King. And she almost dies of a fucking heart attack. And when you start talking to girls, it's like, oh my god, my son is normal, finally.
It's like the episode.
That's all right.
We're doing
fucking. Hold on a second. Fucking weeaboos. If you listen to that point, that's exactly what your parents think of you. You're fucking weird, and you disappoint your dad every time you come out of your room wearing those ears that respond to your brainwaves. You fucking faggot.
Most dishonorable.
Oh. Japanese kids aren't even as fucking weird as you are, and they fucking live in the middle of it. They buy used panties out of vending machines, and they aren't as straight as your ass. Jesus Christ. They think that anti-rape in Japan is wearing a outfit, a dress that you can turn inside out and pull up over your face. It looks like a cloth vending machine. You are weirder than these people.
Did you ever see the Quantum Leap where he jumps back and he turns around, he looks in the mirror, and here's this guy who's got like Down syndrome looking back in the mirror.
Am I retarded?
Yeah, and he's like, oh my god, I'm retarded.
I think that's what would happen if I hopped in the body of a weeb. Instead of like I'm retarded, I'd just look in the mirror and be like, oh god, I'm a faggot. I've got to get out of these faggot clothes.
Why do I have the urge to say Disu at every fucking utterance every time I open my mouth?
I have never had the strongest urge to masturbate in my entire life.
Oh my god. That would be a fucking great episode because it just ends. It ends like immediately as soon as you come back from the commercial break. It's him and he's swinging from the rafters. You just see feet hanging down from the top of the fucking screen.
No, it stops like because he goes out and he just runs up to the first girl that he sees and just kisses her. And it's just like, boom, back into his own normal body. It's like, finally, the show can end.
Yeah. That's all he had to do to fix that fucking reality.
Just to kiss a girl.
Doesn't matter which girl. Doesn't matter which girl.
Just gets a hug. Holds hands. Gets close up to smell her hair. Just like make it even more desperate as we go backward.
Yeah, but that's probably what got the kid in the problem in the first place. He's sneaking up on girls and sniffing their fucking hair, you know?
That's still probably more action than he's ever gotten his entire life.
Dude, I saw that done. Back in high school?
Yeah, I did too. It was called Sick Nasty every time I was fucking around him.
Really?
You don't think like he just all of a sudden just became that weird all at once? No, this shit's been like festering for years.
Yeah. Well, it must have been like this guy I knew. He walked up behind a girl, slipped up on her ass, all quiet like, and was standing like right there behind her, and no shit, stuck his face right in her hair, and you could tell he was just sitting there huffing it. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, his name is Sick Nasty. Apparently he time traveled. Because that sounds like some shit that he did. That's shit that he done all the time, dude. Yeah. Alright, Sick Nasty, Sick Nasty, fuck me, dude. We need to get him on another episode.
Yeah, we do.
So that he can tell his story better. But he had like I'm just going to give an outline. He had like a whole chronicle of adventures where he stole girls' panties. I think his mom eventually found him one day because like he hit him shittily. In, like the computer room or something.
Hey, my buddy at the time, remember I told you about him hiding in the locker? He had somebody lock him in the fucking locker so he could like seriously hide in the fucking locker room with the girls and watch them undress.
Did it work?
Yeah, it fucking worked. It worked like gangbusters. I'm the one that locked his ass in there. Another buddy of mine was one that went and got him out. Nah. Ended up, my other buddy, the one that went and got him out, they ended up stealing like some girl's fucking shorts and shit. You know, that she used to like fucking dress out in every day. And yeah. The stupid sumbitch, I remember him dancing. He got so drunk one time. This guy, he was dancing on the fucking roof of the house, wearing nothing but her fucking shorts on his head. No shit.
Sick Nasty did time travel. That motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because that sounds like exactly the shit that he would have done. I know him. That's the shit that he would have done.
The shit. What's sad is I fucking yelled out, I'm going to take your picture, and snapped the fucking camera out the window. And he's like, well, shit, let me get over here where you can get a good shot. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hypothesis confirmed.
Yeah, my other buddy, the one that was hiding in the locker room, he had a girl's bra that he used to wear on his head. He'd get drunk, tied around his head. He looked like fucking, what's his name from fucking Weird Science?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck me, dude.
Yeah. I wish he had some big titties, because that fucking bra would stick out, look like fucking Mickey Mouse ears.
Oh!
Yeah.
Tits!
Oh, I hit that shit.
Oh, tits!
Well, he said, fuck it. She kept, she threw him off behind his bed and never picked them back up, so fuck it, they're his.
That would be the best Disneyland ride ever. Tits.
Yeah. You imagine, dude, I always thought, imagine a bouncy castle, okay, and it's a tunnel of tits. Bouncy castle tits. Fun for fucking all ages, dude. I mean, from the smallest infant, put a little infant in it, and he'll be like, all right, lunch, Hot damn. You throw grandpa in it, and all you're going to hear is his old ass going,
This would have been perfect for George Carlin to market.
Exactly.
You want a funky ball of tits? Hell yeah!
Hell yeah, you do. You know you want to climb in the fucking bouncy castles of titties.
Funky ball of tits.
Copyright Picklestick Productions.
Oh, so what kind of bouncy castles do you rent out? Boobs, tits, bazangas, coconuts.
That will be at the Picklestick Pajama Jammy Jam.
I don't think this is appropriate for a 5-year-old's birthday party. Who do you know? What do you know, huh?
Have you asked little Johnny? Hey, little Johnny, you like tits?
Yeah.
Yeah. See? He knows what he likes.
Grounded. You're fucking grounded.
Shit, his old man would be like, no, fuck that. You're getting that ice cream when mom's gone.
But don't tell her. Don't tell your mother.
Thank God. He's straight. Thank God.
Little Timmy, do you like tits? No. Ugh, look out. I like anime. Oh, that explains a lot.
Oh, fuck.
Damn it, he's worse than gay. He's a faggot.
Oh, fuck, he's going to military school.
That's where a lot of the other weebs go, too.
Military school?
No, just in the military.
Oh, God. Yeah. Well, they used to do that with people. Courts used to fucking make your ass enlist. If you'd fuck up and do something like an 18-year-old, tell you playing, we'll throw you in jail or join the fucking army and straighten out.
Well, fuck.
Yep. A lot of fucking people join the army instead of going to jail.
Well, I don't think we should put weebs in the military. I don't think we should force weebs to be in the military because our luck that they would get shipped to Japan and go AWOL.
Yeah.
I love it here, senpai. And you're like, what? And then next day, Johnson! Where's Johnson?
Oh, fuck.
We lost another one, sir.
We know where he's at. We're going to the fucking arcade.
Let's go to Tokyo Tower. Or is it fucking bitch tourist ass is trying to look for love at the top of it?
No. His ass is in Suicide Park.
No, his ass is probably outside of the girls' school, waiting for them to all get out.
Yeah.
How come all the 14-year-old girls in the anime have tits? None of these ones do. Well, come on, man.
I've been lied to. Welcome to the real world, Johnson.
Konnichiwa, sir. Kiwi Dezu. Like I should put you in front of a firing squad. Don't ask, don't tell, Johnson. Come on.
God damn it.
This episode of the Generation Gap podcast is brought to you by offensiveness. Fuck off.
Now, we gotta be careful with all this talk. We don't want to trigger any weebs.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That is really a group of people that, in all honesty, if they just didn't act like giant fags...
Yeah.
I'd be fine with them. I'm like, dude, enjoy what you like.
Yeah.
Like,
just don't be a fucking asshole about it.
It's like the people that are super into Gundam.
Which more power to them.
Which I understand, like, they love Gundams, they love models. To me, I look at the people that are super into Gundams and models are the same guys that are super into model airplanes and things about planes and shit like that.
It's just their focus. They just like these big robot ideas.
Yeah, which that section of weebs, fine, dude. I don't even consider them fucking weebs most of the time.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the ones that are...
The cat ear wearing motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Well, do you think that maybe over Japan there's probably even a term for it, but Japanese people that want to be Americans that are like enamored by our fucking art styles and our movies, and I wonder about that.
There was
Yeah, I've seen pictures of like some of their bands, you know, that they're going like full 50s greaser look.
Yeah.
You know.
Which that's kind of a big question with culture now, which there for a little while, Japanese gangster like culture, which is kind of a parody of our own.
Yeah.
Some of their shit that they wore over there started getting popular over here near like the mid 2000s. Like Bathing Apes is like a clothing brand over there.
Bathing Apes.
Yeah. And then there was a rap song called I Just Got My Bathing Apes, or My Bathing Apes is the way that they said it in the rap song.
Yeah.
Which was, he was talking about his shoes being Bathing Apes shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually glad I missed that.
Yeah,
I'll probably end up looking it up later just for the hell of it.
We're talking about like $1,000 pair of shoes.
Fuck that bullshit.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'm gonna go buy me a fucking derby, man. And I don't mean a hat. I'm talking about the fucking moped.
Not a boulder derby. Not one of those. So have you been watching like any like episodes of anything here recently? Because I have.
I went back and started watching the Maxx. You remember the Liquid Television from MTV? The superhero story from like 94, 5, somewhere up through there?
Nah, dude. Yeah, I think like some of my earliest memories are just of Beavis and Butthead.
Okay, this was you remember, you've heard of Aeon Flux, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Liquid Television used to do this like half hour. The first part, if I remember right, I can't remember if it was the first or second, but they would show the Maxx and then they'd show Aeon Flux. And it sucks that they made an Aeon Flux movie because that shit sucked. It fucking sucked, dude. I used to watch the Maxx, and as soon as it was over, fuck it, I turned the channel.
Yeah.
But the Maxx was imagine like, yeah, and I read the comics and shit too, dude. I was reading the comics. They come out like, I want to say maybe a year before the TV show. And a buddy of mine used to get that. I think Image is the one that put them out.
Yeah.
You know, he used to be into like independent kind of comics and shit. And I used to read his. But imagine like this homeless fucking guy, and he exists in two fucking worlds. And he exists here as a fucking homeless guy who's got like really bad fucking mental problems. But in the other world, the Australia, the Outlands of like this other fucking world, he is this superhero creature, you know, like fucking badass.
And so it kind of makes you question like which reality is actually real to him.
Yeah, the alternate world is actually like kind of his reality.
Yeah.
And his social worker, this woman named Julie Winters, she is his jungle queen in the other world. And it becomes his mission to protect her in both worlds. You know, dude, I don't want to give it away. I want people to watch it. And if possible, go back and read the comics and even read the second series too. They come out with some others, you know, I'd say back way the hell down the road, you know. They come out with a second story. But it's really fucking good. It deals with like, the art style is constantly changing. And it deals a lot with like insanity and just, there's these bizarre ass scenes like where they pan through the city and you see like a dude watching TV and all of a sudden for a split second he glitches and you see like his alter ego from the other world is like this big hippo fucking slob thing, you know, and just weird the way that they show people like in both worlds for a split second. Yeah, this is where they're panning through the city, you know, like explaining stuff that's happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. The art is really fucking good, and they have a nice way that they kind of, sometimes they mix in live action, but it's done in a comic book way. Yeah, like silhouettes, like the Maxx at one point, I think this first or second episode, he's in a cop car, he's been picked up, he's trying to protect this girl, and the cops think that he's just a nutcase, and they grab him, and he's in the back seat freaking out because he's like crossing from one world to the other. in the back seat, and the cops are just the silhouettes, like real life silhouettes talking to each other.
Duh.
You know, about the fucking smelly ass crazy dude in the back. Yeah. And the way they drew Julie, god damn, she was a tramp.
Duh.
You just have to see it, dude. Tramp, tramp, tramp.
Well, I have had a recent addiction here lately to watching the teetotal fuck out of all things Kitchen Nightmares.
What?
Gordon Ramsay's show.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Dude.
No. No.
Dude, when you're fucking stoned as shit,
Yeah.
that's entertaining as fuck. I can't watch it sober.
No. Oh, hell no.
But dude, it makes me wonder with how much Gordon Ramsay bitches at these other chefs, how good his food has to be.
Yeah. Probably ain't worth a shit. I bet you ain't worth a shit. He's probably just paid to do nothing but fucking harp and bitch.
I watched a little like mini documentary on him and shit, where it had like my favorite like traveling food personality, Anthony Bourdain, because Anthony Bourdain was born not giving a fuck about anything, I believe, because he's just like one of those people that if he didn't have a metabolism, I believe that he would probably be like 600 pounds.
Yeah.
Just because he enjoys everything. You know that nasty fucking smelling durian fruit?
Oh, fuck that.
The stuff that's supposed to like smell like rotten onions and eggs. He was sitting there in like this hotel room on a pond, right? Eating durian and crackers, pointing out like over the hillside at like this little house and shit. And he was like, that's where all the foodies go learn how to cook Cambodian food, like giving finger quotes and shit while he's sitting there eating raw durian and crackers. And I was like, this is a guy who doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
The only thing that I ever seen him get sick on was bird's nest soup.
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah,
oh,
but everything else, I've like, he's not even like one of those people that go out and try bizarre foods.
Yeah, but how fucking hungry do you have to be?
To eat bird's knot?
To eat a bird's nest. It's a boiled bird's nest,
yeah,
dude.
and it's mostly like bird snot.
That's what I'm saying. How fucking hungry do you have to be?
I have no fucking clue. I don't think
Did it occur to him to wait for the bird to come back to the fucking nest?
I don't know.
I bet that motherfucker tastes like chicken.
No, instead of his snot. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand foreign food. Period. Like
I don't understand a lot of American food, to be honest.
Which American food?
A lot of it. A lot of it. Just the way that we are more than happy to eat processed everything. It's like, oh, you can't have just regular food. You got to put some chemicals in this shit.
Oh, yeah, because it's easier now to go for shelf-stable, longer-lasting hot dogs.
Yeah.
Well, it's all about that's the change in mass production. Like,
yeah,
you have nationwide companies that are able to sell on a nationwide level. That's the only way they can make their food last a decent amount of time.
Well, I had that thought one time with a fucking apple turnover. All right, you know, they like the Hostess fucking fruit pies.
Yeah.
All right, generic fucking turnovers. You know, they come in the little boxes, right? The little cardboard box. I'll eat the fuck out of them, dude. I know they're bad for you. They're cheap as shit, and they're fucking awesome.
Well, like all
of
those cakes and shit.
Yeah, are just chemicals.
Yeah.
Well, I was fucking munching on one time, and it just struck me. It's like, this motherfucker's just in a cardboard box. What the hell keeps it fucking good?
Yeah.
And I flipped it over, started looking at the back, and I was like, ow, no.
It's like, it was like...
And the whole time, though, I'm stuffing my face with this motherfucker going, this shit ain't good for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it makes you think, too, what the fuck is in a Twinkie that keeps it around for so long?
Exactly.
And you start to wonder, like, is this just sweetened foam? Is this just sweetened bed foam?
Yeah. Yeah,
Stuff in my face.
It's spray insulation.
Yeah. What the fuck is this? And they covered it in chocolate now? What kind of evil is this?
Yeah, which is a problem I had with the movie Zombieland. All right, you remember the whole quest? The guy wanted a Twinkie.
Uh-huh.
You know, he found like the whole truck full of fucking snowballs and all this other. And I'm like, now wait a minute. If there's anything that's going to survive the fucking apocalypse, it's going to be Twinkies.
Mm-hmm.
It should have been the problem. He should have been looking for something else, like
that and Beanie Weenies. Beanie Weenies will survive the apocalypse.
Goddamn right. That's why I got a huge pile of that shit.
But I've been watching a lot of Kitchen Nightmares, watching Gordon Ramsay just explode on people.
Yeah,
which I think is absolutely hilarious. Like when they start like boohooing and crying, it's like the fucking what is wrong with this? What the fuck is like every 20 seconds just cussing people out?
Yeah,
I think it's hilarious.
But come on, dude, the rap battle between him and Julia Childs,
fantastic.
Julia Childs
won.
Yes,
there was someone that it was like a greatest Gordon Ramsay insult compilation where one of his chefs on like Hell's Kitchen said that he was inspired by Julia Child's recipe, and he was like, "She's rolling over in her fucking grave, mate."
Dude, I watched a show. I watched about 10 minutes of this shit. I was over at somebody's house. All right, get talking about modern shit. All right. I don't know if this is the way the show is all the time. I think it was called Modern Family.
Oh my lord!
Yeah, it was some sitcom modern bullshit, and I swear to fucking God, it should have just been called The Internet, the Show, because the whole goddamn show that I seen a piece of it, was people using like fucking Skype and fucking Yahoo on their iPhones and their Apples, and like, they're talking to one person on the fucking Skype, and then like, oh, just a second, I'll message your dad and ask him right fast. Bloop, bloop. And it's showing the computer shit on screen. It's almost like modern television shit. They went, all right, we know for a fact, we admit we're losing. We're fucking losing. Everybody's going to the internet.
What if we made a TV show
about the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about if we made a show about people that were using the internet all the time? Yeah.
We'll call it Welcome to 4chan.
Oh God.
That would be a show I'd watch.
Coming this summer. The Weeaboos and the furries.
Because it's summer as hell in here.
We'll fight it out on the epic ocean made up of piss.
And when you get sick of it, go to 4chan.
Starring Snacks. No, never mind. Moot. Never mind. That one Asian guy that owns 2chan. Okay.
Nobody can pronounce his name.
Notice me, Senpai. And random band girl. And co-starring Bump.
Yeah, and a special guest appearance by Hot Wheels.
Long Cat is long. And just like, they just start saying memes.
Yeah.
Le Epic Pepe.
That's what this was. It was almost like every fucking body that had something. Facebook, Twitter, all this shit. It was almost like they were advertising on this fucking TV show. Like, I guess it was their way of saying, see how connected your life could be? Because there's bloop, 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 and Skype and all these windows popping up. And I'm like, holy fuck, this show is nothing but the shit I avoid.
See, that's why I'm glad that PlayStation did away with their things that showed you, like, whenever a friend of yours joined a party. Mm-hmm. It used to pop up on my fucking television all the time. It'd be like, bling!
Yeah.
My cousin is the world's worst because his internet connection sucks.
Yeah.
So he'll join a party, his internet will crap out, he'll get booted from that party, and then he'll rejoin that party.
Yeah.
So it's bling!
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 Yep.
I'm like, what the fucking goddamn...
Well, dude, I was watching this. Like, so I'm over at somebody's house talking to him, and I just got distracted. And I'm looking at the fucking television. It's like I'm looking at an artifact from a different universe. Yeah. I'm looking through a fucking portal or something.
Are these what aliens watch? Is this a show made for aliens?
Yeah. And it started making me angry.
Zortog 7%. Modern life on Earth.
Show me what you got. But yeah, I started getting fucking angry, dude. Yeah, it was like, this is all the shit I avoid.
It was like if the Coneheads went back to their home planet and was like, let's make a television show about Earth.
Yeah. Well, I'd watch that. Come on, dude.
That's what Modern Family is, and you can't fucking watch it.
No. You would watch. You wouldn't watch like the Coneheads back on Remulac. I mean, come on.
Well, no.
Or they thought of Earth.
Yeah, this is like Modern Family is the Coneheads.
Their report.
Yeah, their report of Earth on Remulac, and that's what it is. It's a Coneheads spin-off.
Yeah,
what Modern Family is.
Well, just as long as you show.
I have just spent time trying to justify a shitty television show that I've never watched in my entire life. Fuck it, I'm done.
Yeah, but it's that bad. I don't know if it was just that episode or what, because I'm never watching that shit again.
I need to stop doing drugs. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Maybe you need to do more. You got to do drugs to watch that show. I'll tell you that.
That or just be a conehead. Fuck, dude.
Fuck.
Would much rather have been watching Coneheads.
You goddamn right. That shit was hilarious. Yeah. Can I offer you some chewing gum? So
you have aroused me, woman. Let's go back to the sleeping chambers
and enter our slar phase.
Fantastic.
Oh my god.
So we have reached the conclusion that Modern Family is a spin-off of the Coneheads.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's their report.
Okay.
Yeah. It's awful, dude. I didn't even look it up. I thought about going home and like looking it up on Wikipedia and like what the fuck was I watching?
I think if that's the same show that I'm thinking it is, then that's the one where the one of the kids has like Asperger's.
Yeah, he's like a midget or something, or
I don't know if he's a midget, but
like kids like I can't remember. I think I don't know.
I remember like there was a commercial one time when I lived with my parents' house who still watched television all the time. Mm-hmm. They're watching like ABC or some shit. I think that's what Modern Family's on. And I thought I saw a commercial for one time where the parents were arguing in the living room talking about like little Timmy has Asperger's, and then like little Timmy is up on the stairs. I was like, "What, Mom and Dad? You hate me? I have Asperger's." And I was just like, "They're saying Asperger's on a commercial."
Oh fuck that, dude! This is of an epic. It was such an epic fucking fail. This was Corky singing "Fight the Fucking Power" from fucking Life Goes On.
Oh god.
Which yeah, I've probably mentioned it before, but. Y'all want to laugh riot, folks? Look up Corky singing "Fight the Power."
I fucking cried.
Mm-hmm. Of all the episodes I had to show you, I was like, oh yeah, this is the show I was telling you about. The chick on there was kind of hot.
You mean the sister?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was hot, but that doesn't make up for Down syndrome, brother.
No, it don't.
For Brother Downey over there. Dude, I'm just like aiming to piss off everybody tonight.
Fuck it.
Just fucking weebs and downies and dude, I was fucking watching iDubbbz TV the other day, and he does bad unboxing of fan mail, and he was like, if it was like,
please tell me there was fan art.
Oh yeah, there's fan art all the time. Mostly it's of dicks, which I'm hoping that most of our fan art is just like people just drawing dicks on like big long pieces of paper and just be like, oh yeah, thank you for the fan art here. But yeah, he said that all of the boxes from Amazon and like really nicely posted letters would get opened, but like all of the shit with like weird drawings on it, like he had one that had like a stick figure with a big mouth that said "Notice me, senpai," and he had a box. He's been like doing the 1-up box, and he had one that says "1 Downs box." Fucking dude. I was on 4chan a little bit ago. No. I'm not on 4chan all day, every day. No. But there was there's this Down syndrome girl, and they had edited the photo, and so instead of carving a pumpkin, she was carving a potato. Yeah, and like the potato or the pumpkin carving looked as retarded as she did. Yeah, and like there was one of them that encapsulated. In photograph form, the smell of SpaghettiOs. It was her looking at this potato retard carve out with her downy face and her underbite, and she made a scary face at the potato jack-o'-lantern carving, and from my speakers emitted the smell of just canned tomato sauce and hot dog and
finger poppets
and finger poppets. For some reason, I taste couch strangely when I'm looking at this photograph. Oh, it's because Downey Girl over there is chewing on the cushion.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking retards.
See, yeah, dude, getting out of the other shit that I've seen in here recently, I got a chance to watch Stephen King's new movie, Cell.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth watching. I read the book 10 years ago, and the whole story, the idea of it, you like it. It's phone zombies.
We have those now.
That we had them then, which is weird to think that he wrote this fucking book 10 years ago. You know, bitching about phone zombies. And
2006.
Yeah.
So most people still, at least I still had a flip phone.
Yeah. But he was talking about just the basic phone zombie, you know, just constantly yapping in that goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, they had basic shit. They had, you know, you could get palms and shit still back then.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I got my first smartphone, I think, 2009?
Yeah.
I had like a BlackBerry Storm.
Yeah.
And I could see then how quickly using that thing all the time became kind of fun, so...
Yeah. It was like I used my palm for mainly reading books, you know. But the whole story, it's pretty good. I'm not going to give a lot of it away, but I'm going to say that they went 70% of the book thereabout. Switched up some characters, like, there was no reason for this shit. Why did you turn the bad guy suddenly into a white dude and the hero into a black guy? I mean, it doesn't matter, but it's like, it seemed to be really in your face that they did that. I'm like, why? And, hell, what's his name? That actor? Fucking Jules. He was in it. You know what I'm talking about. Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in it.
I'm tired of all these motherfucking cell phones on this motherfucking plane.
Yeah.
Tired of all these motherfucking TSA agents touching my motherfucking crotch.
I wish they'd have done that. God, that'd have been great.
I'm tired of all these motherfucking Muslims shooting all these motherfucking fags. Wait. Oh, wait.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
The movie starts, everybody, like, at the same time gets a fucking phone call.
Mm-hmm.
And they pick it up, and they don't do it like in the book. It says it was more like the old school dial-up modem. They just make this weird noise. I think the movie would have served better if they'd done a dial-up modem sound.
Mm-hmm.
But literally everybody that picks up this fucking phone and hears that tone, they, like, immediately turn into a fucking rage zombie.
I don't think they could use the modem noise in that movie due to old fag nightmares.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
What an awful connection, man.
56K, I've got to wait at least 20 seconds to look at tits.
Well, dude, to this day, I bet you if you played a modem connection for me, I could tell you if it's going to connect good or bad. Just by listening to the tones. I used to be able to tell that. Like, if it was going bad, I could just sever the call and try again.
I remember my dad, from, like, one point on, after we cut out the phone, we just left the dial-up on nonstop.
Yeah.
We never turned that shit off until we got, like, high-speed broadband internet,
which
in those days I thought was fast as shit.
Well, it was compared to dial-up.
Oh yeah, which I was like, holy shit! Only an hour to download
a movie? Wow!
To download a 7 gig video game? Holy shit!
Yeah.
And now I'm like, oh my god, what is taking you so long? For like 20 seconds, so like 100 gigs. I'm like, fuck, shit, dude, what is wrong with you? Are you sick?
Well,
virus protection, goddamn, son.
Well, with this. Everybody, you love it. Everybody turns into like this rage zombie, and it's fucked up. Like one dude shows him jump straight up off a toilet, and he's running around killing people with his pants around his ankles. Some people, though, some of them go like full rage. Other ones are walking around confused, and some of them just go goofy. Like this one bitch, she picks up the phone and trying to call 911 and gets hit with it, and she just fucking takes off like foaming, runs into the fucking wall. And, like, breaks her fucking face, and it turns around, and she's laughing. And then just skips away. Just starts skipping down the fucking hall. You know, like, lost her fucking mind completely. And the zombies are different. They're still alive. they fucking eat food like everybody else. They will eat, obviously, will eat a human if they were hungry.
Yeah.
But, like, there it just shows them, like, tearing into somebody, and they're literally reaching down and, like, yanking fucking hunks of flesh off and just throwing it over their fucking shoulder. There's a scene like this girl, you know, one woman walking in a crowd, and she's literally cramming shit in her fucking face, like just regular food. And the zombies know enough to fucking, like, they can climb fucking stairs. That ain't a problem. They use weapons. They understand doorknobs, shit like that. And they operate as a fucking flock of birds.
Huh.
Yeah, they have one fucking zombie who's smarter than the others that fucking leads them. And they sleep at night. At nighttime, all of them fucking go to sleep, and you're free to do whatever the fuck you want. And it's crazy. There's this scene, and it's in the book, you know, similar. But they go into a stadium, and it's like for a boys' school or something like that, a big fucking soccer field. And there's like fucking 5,000 of these fucking things.
And then they burn it.
Yeah, they burn them.
Yeah.
But it's cool the way that they burn them. They get a fucking, like, a salt truck or something, fill it full of fucking gasoline, and just start driving through the fucking crowd.
Duh.
Yeah, and they don't wake up. But the weird thing is that all of them are laying there. Some of them got their phones turned on, held up, because they're still connected, like, to this fucking cellular network. And all of them's mouths are open, and you can hear the tra-la-la-la-la song. And I was like, come on, guys. Yeah, you're trolling. You're trolling us with this, you know? Well, I'm not going to give away. It ends different than the book. It actually, the ending of it, I swear to God, is 3 fucking endings. I think it's a choose your own fucking adventure.
Yeah.
They give you 3 separate fucking endings right on top of each other. Bang, bang, bang. And I guess pick the one you want. I think the book and the movie both, though, deliver a message. And I don't know if King actually meant to deliver this.
Mm-hmm.
Because King is pretty fucking leftist in, like, his politics. But I really think that they're pushing this idea because, like, everyone starts having dreams. And they're dreaming of the fucking flock leader. And he keeps inviting you to call him.
Duh.
Like, he takes his fingers, you know, his fucking pinky and his thumb and makes the call sign. And, like, he wants you to join the flock. And the idea was that maybe these people got this signal and they were fucking evolving to something better. And, like, there will be no more hunger. There will be no more war. Everybody will be one giant fucking hive mind. And that scares the shit out of me because I think maybe King was given this idea even then, 10 years ago. Everyone's tying into the fucking networks. And look at the way things like Facebook and shit run now. Oh, you don't agree with the fucking pack, do you? You're an outcast. You're not one of the hive. You're not in the crowd. Because even in this, there was some people who didn't fully, either they didn't get the signal fully or they broke away from it.
Mm-hmm.
They were still zombie-like, but they weren't really fully connected to the hive. And they were just kind of like lone wolves that just wandered away. And I just wondered, is he trying to tell you something? Even 10 years ago in his book, was he trying to warn against that? Then there's the whole concept I was thinking about. The main character is a graphic artist. And he had drawn the fucking main bad guy, the main hive leader, in his comic books that he was drawing. This is before it happened.
Yeah.
He makes a mention in the beginning of the movie that he had just got back from a meeting or something with some people who are developing VR. Some kind of virtual reality something. And he's on his phone and his fucking phone runs out of juice. And he's like, fuck, he can't find an outlet. You know, everybody's using them. Yeah, that's something that shows him, like, going around looking for outlets and everybody's using every fucking outlet. You got their phones plugged in. So he uses a payphone and literally at the last fucking second, like just as the connection breaks and he hangs it up is when everybody gets that tone. And I got to thinking about it. He gets 2 separate reactions from his wife. One, they'd been split up for a while, right? One that was kind of happy to hear from you. The second one was like really fucking pissed off at him. And I wonder, is the whole fucking movie nothing but like he's in a virtual reality simulation? Or are they hinting at the idea that the hive mind would be a virtual reality? like everyone that's in it, do they get a fucking false sense of what the world is? You know, like that movie I told you about, The Congress.
Yeah.
You know, where everybody lived in that cartoon dream world. Yeah. It's good. I mean, it finally, a fresh, well, it's 10-year-old, but a fresh take on zombies. And, you know, they really, if you think about it, they are more of the traditional style of zombie.
Yeah.
They're the white zombie from like 1936, you know, the voodoo zombie.
Yeah.
But instead of, you know, voodoo is nothing technically but science, chemistry and shit. Instead of chemistry, these are
Techno zombies.
digital techno zombies.
Techno zombies.
Yeah, they're the Borg. Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, it's good though. I mean, and it's weird the way they spread, dude. They spread by fucking putting the tone out. Like they'll fucking grab you, and instead of getting infected by a bite, they'll fucking scream that noise into your ear.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and like this woman, she goes up to a door and listens to the door, and one of them has fucking whispered that fucking tone through the door at her and shit. Yeah. It's good though.
Rip headphone users. They're like, what's the dial-up noise?
I wish they had used it, dude. Because that's what was in the book pretty much. You know, describes that dial-up kind of tone.
Can you imagine though, like, headphone users, like those people that use the in-ear headphones to listen to everything, and like,
yeah,
because those weren't really popular during the time where dial-up was a major thing. It was more of the rest on the ears,
yeah,
fucking headsets,
yeah.
So they wouldn't get bombarded as hard as the inner ear goddamn.
Well, come on, man, can it be any louder than the way any horror movie is? With the screaming and the gnashing of teeth and shit breaking and...
Oh, I don't watch modern horror movies for the most part.
Yeah. Oh, they did show us something, though, that I seen, and I called it as soon as I saw it. 2 fucking dumbasses on a motorcycle. Like, as soon as it's happening, it's been an hour or so, maybe the next morning, you see a dude and a woman going down the road on a motorcycle, right? And I'm like, they're dead. And sure enough, they come up on a group of zombies, try to turn the bike around, and these motherfuckers, like, 28 days later down the fucking street, you know, rage zombies running at them and just swarm their ass. And this has always bugged me about King's stories. He always has his characters walk fucking places. Really? Especially in a zombie apocalypse, you know? Your ass ain't stealing a car. You're gonna play that game where you keep trading up until eventually you're in an Abrams fucking tank.
Maybe.
Yeah.
King views cars as evil things.
Well, at the end, they end up driving. They do get a vehicle.
Because I mean, look at Christine.
Yeah.
And the beginning of The Shining.
Well,
the movie The Shining.
Yeah. In the end, yeah, with the VW.
Yeah.
Well, in the end, they meet a guy, and he's like a fucking like an ice cream truck driver, and that's what they end up driving through a lot of the movie is a fucking ice cream truck.
Just like handing out ice cream cones to the zombies.
Yeah. Meat sickles.
Brain pops.
Yeah. Well, there's this one guy that's fucked up. He's so scared to go to sleep that he stays up like 6 fucking days. The ice cream truck driver. He's to the point he's having like fucking dreams while he's awake. And he can't escape these motherfuckers whether he's awake or asleep. I think King's maybe trying to tell you something with shit like that.
Like... Stop being so reliant on technology is what it sounds like to me. Like, get your goddamn face out of your phone for a minute.
Yeah, get your face out of the phone. The ice cream truck, though, I guess it shows the silliness of vehicles. There's no fucking difference whether you'd stole a Maserati or an ice cream truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just transportation.
It's like what's the point of being the last man on Earth when you have everything?
Well... You got your life, and that's what counts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, you're going to end up being the poor bastard, you know, like on the steps of the library with broken glasses.
It's not fair!
I finally have the time.
Lord. I'd be that one bastard and be like, all I want to do is play a video game. There's no goddamn power!
Yeah.
I finally had the time!
That would be the modern version.
It's not fair!
Copyright Picklestick Productions.
Look, it would just be my story of like, all right, we would finally make enough money off of podcasting, so I'd be able to quit my job and be like, I finally have the time to play all these video games. And then all of a sudden, it's like
Red ring of death on everything.
It's like, no, it isn't fair. I finally had the time. Speaking of video games,
Okay.
E3 is going on this weekend.
Yay.
Battlefield 1 gameplay trailer came out.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It looked badass. It continued on, like, it showed the dude running up on a guy in a gas mask and fucking bludgeoning him with the butt of his gun.
Cool.
It was very tasty. It showed an air fight in between a fighter plane and a Zeppelin.
Awesome.
And the Zeppelin going down and blowing up some buildings and shit.
Awesome.
It lighting everything on fire. Destructive environments are back again. Thank you, goddamn Battlefield over Call of Duty.
I hope to God though they tell you the actual secret of what it took to bring down a Zeppelin. It took specially designed bullets, dude. You had to load them one after one type of bullet, then another. There was a special incendiary round. They used one that would like really rip the fuck out of the damn balloon, and then the next round behind it was like this special tracer. Yeah, because you had to get enough oxygen into the hydrogen bag to get it to mix. Yeah. Like there's a documentary, I think. I want to say Nova or somebody did it, about how the first Zeppelins got brought down over London.
Huh. Well, they were showing bits and pieces of that. Bethesda doesn't have anything new that interests me. They're going to make a Skyrim remastered. Bethesda's also going to be in charge of the next Quake game, which it sounds like it's going to be a PC only thing, which thank God.
It's Quake, man.
Yeah.
It's Quake.
It's just Doom Arena.
Yeah.
But I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to make it a PC only title, and what they're going to be focusing on the most for Quake is getting the best performance out of the game they possibly can on the best hardware. So they're talking about like unlocked frame rates and damn near 4K resolution.
Yeah, they're talking about pimping out the P4 too eventually, ain't they?
Oh yeah, they're talking about like a PlayStation 4.5 more suited for VR. Just a little bit of a I think a graphics power increase. Besides that, all the games are going to play normal on a PS4. The Xbox One Slim was announced, and it's at a $300 price. So that means it came down a little bit. I'm
worried though that what they're going to be focusing on in the future, man, is just it's going to be VR. I'm interested in a way, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't want to have a console strapped to my fucking face.
I really don't care either way about it.
Do you really want a console strapped to your goddamn noggin?
No. I still think there's still going to be ways to play video games on computers and televisions that aren't VR, and I still believe that most of the market's going to be not VR.
Yeah.
Just like most of the movie market, like even though like a small portion of it's going to go to VR, most of it's not going to be there. But what I have seen of the VR stuff was mostly gimmicky. It looked like fun gimmicks.
Yeah.
But
it's all going to be just jerk-off porn is all the fuck it's going to be.
Well, yeah.
Which, I'm serious, whoever the fuck adopts it, whoever first goes straight for it and says, look, we full bore accept pornography.
Yeah.
They're going to be the winners.
Yeah.
It's going to be guaranteed. It's like fucking VHS and beta.
Well, there's the HTC Vive versus the Oculus. The HTC, to me, has a leg up. Like, I watched...
Aren't they the ones that are, like, going to hook up with Microsoft?
I think so. The ones that are doing the augmented reality as well.
Automatically, don't want it.
Well, the reason why I'm saying that it's already better than the Oculus is because not only because of that augmented reality, but because it has peripherals that act as your hands. So you're in a 3D environment instead of an open room. And I watched Peanut Butter Gamer do a thing called Job Simulator, where it was what if a robot...
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, what if a robot thought that a human job was done a certain way, and then the human has to play through it as though like jobs haven't been around in hundreds of years.
Yeah.
And he got so invested in it at one time, he accidentally dropped like a plate over this counter,
Mm-hmm.
and he tried to lean on the counter and reach for the plate on the other side because he was that immersed in the game.
Yeah.
And he ended up he thought that his forearm would be stopped by this imaginary 3D object in the HTC Vive, fell down like on his ass, and was just like laughing his ass off. Which is like all of a sudden you just see him like because it had two cameras, like what showed in the VR and then what showed in real life. I'll show you here in a little bit, but he just goes right on the floor.
Do you realize it's going to end up with the fucking next generation fucking holodeck?
No, yeah.
Which, when you really think about what was the holodeck, that was a rubber room.
Yeah.
It'd have to be because you would kill yourself in anything but.
And it has to make matter. Like,
well, yeah. Well, it depends on. Remember, that was the level of the simulation.
Yeah,
yeah.
But like for you to sit down in a chair that isn't there, yeah. But by that, we'll have to get to the point where to have true, real VR. We're gonna have to have replicators or else it's just going to be augmented reality. Yeah, and it's going to build the game like around you, which I still believe is not going to be most of the market. At least not for very, very, very long time.
I think it's going to pop up into shit that we don't even think of.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be there's going to be fucking eyeglasses. I got a feeling they're going to computerize shit down to the point that they'll be able to put fucking basic system in the goddamn, like, arms of the fucking eyeglasses.
Yeah.
And you're going to have this fucking HUD shit, like they do for, what was it? The Google Glass bullshit. And stupid shit. Go buy a pair of binoculars. Now you've got Luke Skywalker's fucking rangefinder and shit automatically built in, and
which I think they have that.
Yeah, they do, but I'm saying it'll be even more cheaper technology. It's going to be in every fucking thing, man.
Which will be really strange to combat the texting and driving problem if you have Google Glass in your face.
Yeah.
Will it then be like airbag sensors? Like it just senses when you sit down in a car and will just automatically turn it off? Or not allow you to use it at a certain rate of speed? Or because like that's another thing they've got to like take into mind. Because like I could imagine like being at work and fucking watching YouTube videos and shit while I was fucking bored. Like in my quote unquote Google Glass shit in my face. Yeah. Sitting there watching Filthy Frank, goddammit. And giggling my ass off while I was checking people out. Yeah. But I don't want Joe Asshole looking up porn chicks on his Snapchat while driving down the road. Yeah.
But that's just going to happen. It's going to be in every fucking thing, dude. It scares me. The idea of VR, ultimately, I see it as going in a bad way. It will be the Minority Report with the fucking cereal boxes that start playing the advertisings, and you walk into a store and suddenly the computer system's talking to you and based on your retina scans and fuck that. I just Yeah,
that's why I do a lot of my shopping online.
Well, yeah.
I just ignore the advertisements or whatever they have on the side and be like, I want a 5-pound bag of gummy bears. Send them to my house now. Yeah.
But you know that'll happen, though. The one time that you're out, you've got to actually be out in the real world to do something. You're going to walk in a store, and here's going to be a hologram that, like, trots along beside you constantly trying to sell you shit. And it's going to be customizable based on what people like. Because, like, think about some weeaboo, he's going to look over, and it's going to be a goddamn little anime character.
I'm just going to look at this hologram and be like, all right, you want me to buy some shit? And he was like, yes, sir. And I was like talking with an English accent and be like,
show me your titties.
I'll be like, be Carlton Banks.
Do the dance. Do the dance.
All right, now let's go get some Coca-Cola, Carlton. And like that's who I just have walking around the store with me is fucking Carlton Banks.
Well, yeah, but
I'd be like, can you turn me into Will Smith? They're like, no, you're too fat. I'll turn you into Kevin Smith. I'm like, shit. But I don't want to make Jersey Girl. Stop it.
Why do I want to put walruses in everything?
Why do I eat Thanksgiving every day?
Yeah.
Quote Kevin Smith.
Yeah, I've heard him talk about that on his podcast. Because he can. And I don't blame him. When you think about it, that was his idea of how would I know when I've made it?
To eat Thanksgiving every day?
Yeah, but the point being, at one time, that was a special meal. It's something you have once a year, and you've made it where if that's what you want, by God, you can have it.
But the point of Thanksgiving dinner, right, is so that you get your, like, roast turkey allotment for the entire year. You eat it until you're fucking sick of it.
Yeah.
It's the same way with stuffing.
Yeah, you eat it for about 3 days in sandwiches, and then the very last day is hash. Turkey hash. Where you're eating up the last of everything.
And then you're just like, oh god, I don't want to see another goddamn turkey again for a year. And then, like, November 1st rolls around, and like, yay, Thanksgiving! And then we're all miserable by the 30th.
Yeah.
Or actually, we're all miserable by Black Friday.
Yeah. Ain't that the fucking truth? Fucking advertising and yeah, fuck that.
But Mom, I want the thing out of the Toys R Us magazine. And like my mom was like, keep wishing.
Yeah.
Keep fucking wishing. Oh, you want that pirate play set? You won the fucking lottery, you little bastard.
You know what my mom and dad used to do? I remember pointing shit out in the Sears Wish book. And then for fun, to like fuck with me. I'm a little kid, I'm like 5 years old. I'd come and sit down and they'd like grab up the wish book, throw it in my lap, and they'd point to something crazy like a color television. Oh, I want that. Give me that for Christmas. Even then as a kid, I realized, all right, Pop, I get what you're saying, you know?
Yeah.
I'll shut the fuck up about the goddamn G.I. Joe fucking aircraft carrier.
Oh, God. Dude, I don't think I ever had, like, even the wish books when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I was taught how to be a frugal bastard even when I was like little bitty, right?
Yeah.
And I got money for my birthday when I was like 4, and this is like one of those really early memories where it's just like bits and pieces of me riding around in the kid section of the cart.
Yeah.
And buying a Megazord using my fucking birthday money because I had saved up enough to get it. And then from then on, my parents used to give me like an allowance of like $5 every 2 weeks. And the way that I would do it is I would save up the first 2 weeks, buy a 2-pack of Pokemon action figures, and then after the third week, or the third time, I could buy a 3-pack, and then I have to wait another 2 times before I buy another 2-pack.
Yeah.
I bought the living shit out of those things. I probably wasted so much goddamn money on it.
And when I was a kid, I spent forever saving money once. Because it was this fucking mail-away offer for an Empire Strikes Back hat. I ought to look that fucking hat up now. I mean, it was beautiful. It said Empire Strikes Back, had Vader on it and shit. And
hell yeah.
It was awesome. And I remember I've sent away all of $5. That was big fucking money back then, you know? I mean, my old man was working for then at like fucking $2.80 something an hour, you know? Because I remember him bitching like, God damn, $5 for a hat. What the fuck, son? You know, but I had this frosting tin full of fucking pennies and nickels. And
in other words, what people bring into my store all the goddamn time.
Yeah, fuck it. It's money, man.
Yeah, but they don't roll it up or nothing. It's annoying as piss, though. It takes forever.
It is annoying, but at the same time, totally within their right. If it says United States on it, sorry.
I still have the right to
refuse service.
Yeah, and I do. I'm like, you have 2 options. You either can roll what you have here, makes it easier on me, and you're able to get your shit, or you just get out.
Yeah.
That's the option I give you. You can go one of 2 ways. It's not worth my time and you put me behind for me to have to roll all of this.
Well, there's been times like I've worked counters, and I remember a dude come in one time just straight up. He said, like, look, man, I hate to have to do this. He said, but I need $5 in gas. You know, and he was just being straightforward. And he had this thing. He said, all I've got is my fucking change. You know, like this bowl. And he said, would you please let me buy some fucking gas? And I said, yeah, man. If you're willing to sit, I said, tell you what, you know, count it, you know. I said, just go to the end of the counter here, stack that shit up, put it in like where we can both go through it real quick, you know, like this is $1, that's $1, just whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And he started to do it, and he was like, man, I'd love to. He said, I got to go. And he said, I'll tell you what. He said, if you hook me up $5 gas, you can have all of it. And like the whole fucking bucket. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I know for a motherfucking fact there's more than $5 in that fucking bucket.
Yeah.
And it's like, I told him, I was like, sure, man, I'll count it. He fucking walked out, and I can't remember. It was over $10. And I was like, fuck it. He told me to keep it. Anything left? He didn't say put it in a till. Keep the change, you know?
Which if I had a situation that was profitable for me...
Yeah, you'd sit and do that in your off time.
I would sit and I would do that. But most of the time, like 19... Like, you were the one rare-ass case out of 100. So 99% of the time, it's usually people that are like 4 cents short.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck it. Roll what you have.
Yeah.
Roll what you can roll, and I'll just take it. Because it's not worth for me to fucking have to deal with your ass over 4 cents.
But that's the thing, though. If my ass goes into that store... and my ass is having to use change, you know, don't you give me no shit about rolling that shit up.
Oh, I will.
No, you won't.
I will.
No, you won't.
You're just like every other customer when you go in there.
I will sit across. You know me, though. I'll stand right there and fucking argue with your ass.
And then I will kick you out of my store. I have no fucking qualms about doing that. I would kick my own mom out of my fucking store if she did that shit.
You know me, though. I would be the asshole. You'd look up, and I'd be outside the fucking window with a big fucking sign protesting your ass.
I would toss you like fucking Uncle Phil did Carl, or like a fucking DJ Jazzy Jeff. I would do that to my own mother if she came into the fucking store and was like,
I'm coming in there with about $4 and change. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking do it. I want to do it. You
just want me to pick your ass up and just toss you, don't you? You want me to like fucking chuck your ass, right?
You're gonna have to catch me first.
I'll get Andre to do it. I'll get Andre to run you down, catch it.
That would be hilarious. So I'd love to come in there and make the biggest fucking stink in the world.
Don't fucking do it. My nights are stressful enough having to fucking lead everything. Because I'd be like, Andre, kick this bastard out. And you're just like... I'd be like, book him, Dano.
Yeah. So there was times when I seen that poor fucker with the money. And I mean, he only did it, like, give me the whole thing because he was like, shit. He said, I do got to get going.
Yeah.
You know, and I was willing to accept it. But in a time like that, man, I was like, I've been there. I've been that poor fucking bastard.
Which, on the opposite spectrum of that, I've been up at the gas station one time where someone, like, begged for $12 in gas, didn't have any money on them whatsoever. They're like, my mom's in the hospital, blah, blah, blah. I mean,
bullshit.
being like, no, fuck off.
Yeah.
And then, like, I've had someone in there try to scam me out of fucking deli case food.
Really?
Yeah, this is the dumbest fucking scam I ever heard in my life. Kid walks in probably 2021, real rough looking, like just all around. You can tell it's like, dude, you need to get off the fucking pills.
Yeah.
He came in the store high as a fucking kite.
Yeah.
And was like, hey man, one of the managers said that if I bought an older thing of chicken earlier in the day, that if I just took it, they would hook me up with a fresher amount of chicken at night. And I'm like, first off, this chicken in here would be that exact same quote unquote old chicken you had.
Yeah.
Right? Second off, none of the manager said shit. Third off, we wouldn't have given you a goddamn thing if you agreed to take something later.
Yeah.
I was like, get the fuck out of my store.
Yeah. If you're that hungry, dumpster's in the back.
Yeah, I was like, just get the fuck out of my store. And he was like, dude, you ain't gotta be so rude about it. I'm like, you're trying to scam me.
Yeah.
Make me look like an asshole.
Yeah.
And you want me to chill out? Get the fuck out.
Like that dude I told you stealing hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking bum stealing hot dogs. If he'd have straight up come up to me and said, look, man, I'm fucking broke and I'm fucking hungry, I'd have been more than happy. I said, you know what? Cool. I tell you what, let's make a trade. You take the garbage out.
Yeah.
Here's the garbage. Take it out, throw it in a can, I'll hook you up with a hot dog or something. But no, like that dude stole. Fuck that. I'm not dealing with that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I would much rather give out charity than have to deal with thieves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had this one homeless guy. He would not take charity. He'd come in middle of the night, and he straight up would ask me little things like, hey, man, can I do something for a cup of coffee? And I was told him once, I said, dude, just go back and get you a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'll pay my way. And that's, I was like, I looked around. I was like, yeah, sure. Take the garbage out. And, to me, that was different. He was adamant. He's like, whatever it takes. You want me to go out and pick cigarette butts up? I was like, no, I'm going to do that anyway. I said, that's my fuck around time out front, you know? But that I can deal with. Because, you know, that guy was wanting to be fucking honest.
Yeah. Like I have no problem with that whatsoever. There's been quite a few times where, especially kids do it all the time. I can tell, like, who's just, like, the innocent, naive, like, little bastard, and who's the little fuck trying to get one over on you. I let, like, a kid fucking fly on, like, 57 cents. And I was like, I don't care, dude. Just go ahead and take it.
Yeah.
Because, like, I already had, like, enough in my drawer anyway to, like, cover whatever the fuck. The kid came back, like, 2 days later and was like, hey, man, you let me slide with 57 cents. Here's $1. I was
Thank
like,
you.
Yeah. I know what I mean, dude.
Yeah, no fucking problem. I'll be, you know, I'm willing to fucking help people.
Yeah. Like
they
I am too.
They got to prove to me, though, that they are worth helping.
Yeah, don't dick me around, first off. Don't assume that I'm a fucking idiot.
And don't lie to me. That's the biggie.
Yeah, don't lie and don't steal from me.
Yeah.
Like, especially if you fucking steal from me and I know that you've stolen from me, you can get the fuck on.
Now,
like,
I'll admit, yes, it is a corporation and I really don't give a shit if you're stealing or not, but not on my fucking watch.
No.
Because I'm not having the shit come down on my fucking neck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not having to deal with your bullshit. Like, I'm not going to have to go through bullshit just because of your bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's how it should be with most people. That should be the golden rule.
Yeah.
Like, don't do bullshit onto others of bullshit that you wouldn't take yourself.
I don't know, though. You've heard that one saying, screw unto others before they screw unto you.
Oh, God.
And with that, I think we've reached the end of the show, man.
Alrighty. This has been a fine Picklestick production of the Generation Gap podcast. I've been Lunchbox.
I'm Gleek.
And we'll see you next time.